Hi everyone, it's craft time. We're doing another Dr. Seuss, and we're doing The Cat in the Hat. We're making a mask, so get out all your craft supplies and your templates, and let's get started. Alright, we're going to be using a paper plate today. Just a normal, flimsy paper plate, so it's bendable and easy to cut, as opposed to a harder plate that's a little more difficult. Now, we've got our plate facing down, so this side is going to be shiny. We're going to put it upside down so that we can color on here. Right now I'm just going to take a little bit of black and I'm just going to make some black marks. I'm not going to color the whole thing in black because Cat in the Hat has black and white. So I'm just going to put them on the sides, like so. We just want a little bit of accent and depth. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the circle that's already on the plate on the inside. You can see it here and you can see it here. And I'm going to take my safety scissors and I'm going to start cutting. Now you could poke in the middle, ask a grown-up, you can ask them too, but I'm going to do it like this. I'm just going to cut a little piece like that, and that feels safer to me, and we can just tape it later. So let's start cutting out our circle. This is where we are going to put our head. Very simply, just cut around, taking your time, making sure as always to watch your fingers. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just needs to be round. Wonderful. That is it. I'm just going to save this for later, another day. Put it in my craft drawer right there. So this is where our head's going to go. Now what I am going to do is put this aside for a minute and bring out my template of my hat. Now the colors for Dr. Seuss Cat in the Hat are red and white. So we're just going to be taking either a crayon, a marker, or if you're brave you could use some paint too. And we're just going to start coloring. So I am just going to start with the bottom area in red. And then let's go ahead, that looks good, let's go ahead and color by ourselves and check back in a minute. Great job on the coloring. Now that we've finished our hat, we're going to get out our safety scissors and start cutting. So let's grab those and once again, very carefully, cut around the edge of our hat. Take your time. Leaving a little bit of white around the edge. As you get better, you'll be able to go closer and closer to the line if you want. But I like the way it looks when I leave a little bit of white around the edge too. So this can go right in the recycling, and there we have our hat. Looks pretty cool if you ask me. So we're going to come over here, bring this back, and I'm going to take a little bit of tape. You might have masking tape or present tape. And I'm going to flip it over because I don't want the tape to show on this side. And I am just going to take, I might overlap it a smidgen so that it doesn't open up. And I like to put a little bit more tape than I probably need, but that's okay. And just go up there and make sure that it's very secure. And now when I flip it, there's no opening whatsoever and it holds really, really well. So now that we've got that, what we're going to do is grab some black construction paper. I'm going to make a triangle. Now, if you need to be reminded, you can draw the triangle on there, 3 sides. Or you can just go ahead and draw out a triangle cut out a triangle, that is, without drawing it on there. But this is a nice little reference, and of course you can use the other side. Let's cut out our second one. And these are going to be our ears for the cat and the hat. Now I think we should probably put on our hat first. I think what I'm going to do though is probably just flip it like this so that the part that we've taped is at the top, and that way we can hide it. So I'm going to take a little bit of glue, grab your glue, and let's just put some on the top here. Not a lot, we don't need a whole bunch, but just enough so that we can see it. And then I'm going to take my hat and put some glue a little bit on the bottom. Can you see from the purple where I've put mine? That's about where you want yours to. I'm going to take my hat and I'm simply going to press. Now press down, making sure that it's really stuck enough so that it won't come off if I flippity flip. All right, that feels good to me. The next thing I'm going to do is take my ears that we've cut out, the triangles, and we're just going to put them like ears would go on the sides, like so. There's one. I'm going to take my second one, put a little bit of glue, enough that it will stick, but not so much that it'll get soggy. And beautiful. That looks exactly how I'd like it. Now I'm going to move this to my recycle bin, and the next thing I'm going to do is make some whiskers. I have a second piece here. That, I don't want to make my whiskers too long, but I think that that's about right. So I'm just going to cut with my scissors, maybe 3 on each side. And you can go ahead and add as many or as little as you like, but 3 feels like a good number to me for whiskers. So we've got our third one right there, and you can make them thicker as well, however you feel. Just going to put a little bit of glue. See where I'm just putting a little bit right there? And I'm going to stick them on, like so. Press it down a little bit. Does it stay? Perfect. Let's move on to the other side. Same over here, a little bit of glue. If you're using purple glue, that purple will dry clear, so you won't see it. Put a little bit of an angle, put this one down, and already it's coming together. Does it come off? No. Perfect. Good job. Let's go ahead and add a tie. Let's grab a red marker or crayon and just go ahead and start coloring. Looking good. One side done. Let's do the middle. We're going to be cutting this out with our safety scissors once we're done. Lovely. And one more little bit to go. And there you are. That looks really great. Remember to be very careful with your fingers. Let's just go around and cut out our lovely tie. If you need a little bit more time, remember you can always pause your video. Around we go. Those corners can be tricky, so take your time and watch your fingers. Almost done. Lovely. Take any excess and put it in the recycling. And then let's just grab our glue. Put a little bit of glue on the back, right where the knot is. Turn it over and put it right there. I like to leave mine popping up just like a real tie, but you can glue yours down if you want. It's up to you. Let's go ahead and add a popsicle stick. I have a thick popsicle stick here. I don't like this one so much. I want something a little bit bigger. So I'm going to flip over my mask and we're just going to tape our tape again. take a little piece and tape on our popsicle stick so that we'll be able to hold it up to our face. Let's do that. That feels really strong. You could always put more pieces if you like, but for now I think that works really good. There you have it. We're going to turn it over again. I have a piece of wood here. It's a skewer and it fits perfectly right there. Maybe you have something else that you can use from your craft box, but this is all we really need. It's going to hold up our hat to make sure that our mask sits perfectly and our hat doesn't flip-flop. So we're just using tape to tape it down. I'm going to put another little piece right here. And that looks really great. You can see that now it doesn't flip-flop. And that is your mask. And there you have it. You are the cat in the hat. That was a fun craft. I really hope you had as much fun as I did making it. Send me photos. I'll see you next time.